What are some of the things that you're doing, especially at your company, especially as it pertains to technology?
Well, for technology, for example, we look at ways of what is the best modality for training. Because we'll look at, say, a training curriculum that a client will share with us and say, it's not working. Or we've heard about this flipped class way of methodology of training. And what we do is we'll go and look at it and say, what can be provided online? What could be a performance support piece? What could still stay in the classroom? So we don't throw technology for the sake of making it fun and cool, but where does it make sense and where do other modalities make sense too?
How are you finding people, because I think most employees now realize they're going to have to learn something new. How do you find people are adapting and accepting the fact that school is in and will continue to be in?
Well, I think people are driving themselves because people are finding out, I need to find out how this is done, or how did someone else do it that knows how to, learned it, knows how to do it. So they themselves will drive themselves on finding where this knowledge of information is. So either it could be a Google search, could be a social media like in LinkedIn or something, or it could be just grabbing somebody who worked down the hall from them and saying, hey, how did you do this? To little bits of areas of learning that their internal training department offers them too.
And that's terrific. So the culture is changing, obviously.
Very much, very much.
So that makes your job a little easier because you have a mindset there. You just now have to deliver.
Well, and you also have to figure out what value can you bring. So it isn't just delivering training, but it's more or less of helping to deliver results and helping to drive results and looking at ways of how can this solution move the needle within the company. So it's looking at ways about what are they doing now that's not working, what is the to-be state of what's going to be working, and then bridging the gap from going to now to be, so that you can measure exactly what they did wrong before to what they're doing right before, and what impact on the business that they are having as a result of the training too.
What is something you've learned recently?
I've learned that companies are beginning to realize that training should be more of an investment, not just sending people off and then having them come back and be, have the light bulbs go off in their head. This is something that if you want to attract people, you want to keep people, you want to grow people, they have to learn at various stages of their life or their career at the company as well too. A lot of organizations are trying to attract, the millennials or the Gen Xers, but how do we keep them and things too, knowing that they tend to jump around. If they get bored here, they'll move somewhere else. So they have to figure out, what do we do to make it interesting, exciting, and fun for them, and something that they continue like, hey, I'm learning something new every day. So I think learning development, if positioned properly, strategically in your organization, can do that and can be used as a way to attract new talent in your organization too.